Okay, we keep going on doing chapter 1 in Spine 6, Trees from Life. We finished doing the first paragraph. Then, right now, we are going to do the second paragraph. Okay, and as you already know, before doing a paragraph, we always explain the vocabulary that not every vocabulary, but the vocabulary that has to do with suffixes and prefixes that can be found in forms of questions in Sudanese culture. Okay, basically we are going to focus on this one. We're going to write the vocabulary that has to do with prefixes and suffixes to serve two ways to understand the passage and at the same time to improve our skills in dealing with affixation. Okay? In the second paragraph, before we do the second paragraph, we have to explain the new vocabulary, like aware. Aware can be verb and can be noun. Okay, aware means no. So aware means no. Okay, awareness, it means knowledge or act of knowing. Okay, your knowledge or your knowing something. To raise the awareness means to raise the knowledge. We should raise the awareness of the importance of trees. That means we should make people know why trees are important or how trees was important. We need to raise the awareness of the importance of trees. That means we need to make people know that trees are important. We also have this word, import. It's important, but I tend always to do some kind of etymology, which is to trace where a word comes from. The word that I'm going to explain right now is important and importance. But I always tend to tell my students, where does a word come from? So important comes from the verb import. This is the origin of the word, or import. To import means to bring goods inside. To bring good inside. And actually, this word has nothing to do with our lesson. This word as import has nothing to do with this lesson. The word that has to do with our lesson is important. Important. But I write import because I want to tell you where does important come from. Vocabulary is very central language. Vocabulary is very central. It's very important. It's crucial. If you don't know the vocabulary, then you don't know where we come from. Okay? So important means having importance. And at the same time, look at this. Important and importance. Importance is a noun and importance is an adjective. Trees are very important. And at the same time, we have to show people the importance of trees. Importance is a noun and importance is an adjective. So, important means having importance or has to having importance. Or has to do with importance. For importance is state of being important. State of being important. So trees are very important in our lives. We have to show everybody the importance of trees, how trees are important. Look at this, and means not So unimportant and important means unimportant is an adjective which means not important, not important. Okay, so in the second paragraph, before doing the second paragraph, before reading, so as to understand and to answer the question, we must study this vocabulary carefully. Where, awareness, important, importance, and unimportant. Please read the second paragraph silently and carefully and try to understand it, and then you have to answer these questions. I do have one question, just one question. Look at this question. Are or why are great efforts being made? This is the question. So if you want to answer this question after you read the paragraph, I mean the second paragraph, because this vocabulary has to do with the second paragraph. Before reading the second paragraph, so as to understand it and to answer this question, why are great efforts being made, you must study this vocabulary carefully, and then you go and you read the second paragraph carefully, and then you've got to answer this question. Why are great efforts being made? If you want to answer these questions, that has to do with some technique or some steps. First, you underline the WH word question. You put a line under why, because why is the WH word question that tells you the point of the question. What is beyond the question? What's needed? Why? That means we're looking for the reasons, or for the reason particularly that great efforts are being made. So number two, you're going to take out the key sentence. So the key sentences are going to be great efforts are being made. Great efforts are being made. And you're going to do some kind of skimming. You know skim? You read the second paragraph and you have to find this sentence in the second paragraph. You skim. Skim means looking for a specific thing. You have to look, you have to find this sentence. Read the second paragraph carefully and find this sentence. When you find this sentence, then you are going to know why great efforts are being made. So great efforts are being made, then that's going to okay. So this is how you can deal with WH word question. First, you underline the time marker. You underline the WH word. This WH word tells you exactly the point of the question. What is the point of the question? The point is that why great efforts are being made. So then we're going to take out the key sentence. The key sentence comes after the helping verb. It's going to be like this. Great efforts are being made. Great efforts are being made. You go and you skim. You know skim? To skim means you find this sentence in specific, in particular. Okay? Okay, let's go to the third paragraph. I'm going to do the third paragraph. But before doing the third paragraph, as we know, we must explain some new vocabulary. Vocabulary of the third paragraph. Paragraph number 3. Vocabulary. Agriculture. Agriculture means farming. You know farming? Planting crops like vegetables such as mangoes, guavas, bananas. This is when you grow something like that. That means agriculture. Agriculture means farming. You grow plants and then you harvest them and then you take them to the market. But I'm not talking about taking the crops to the market. I'm talking about agriculture. It's the process of farming, digging the earth, digging the land, and grow something and look after it. This is agriculture. Look at this word, agricultural. Agricultural. Agricultural is an adjective, and agriculture is a noun. Agriculture is an adjective that what? That comes from the word agriculture. Agriculture means has to do with agriculture. Has to do with agriculture. We do have agricultural products. That means agricultural project. An agricultural project is a project that has to do with farming. Okay? Look at this word. Develop. Develop. To develop means to grow. To grow. Yes, act of growing. Development. Development means act of growing. Act of growing. Development means growth. So grow, grows. Develop, development. Development is act of developing or act of growing. And then also we got developing. Developing means an adjective. It's an adjective means growing. The developing countries means the growing countries, the countries that are growing right now. Developing countries like Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, Egypt, Morocco. These are developing countries. But please, developing countries like Sudan, Ethiopia, Uganda, Kenya, they are not developed countries. Developing countries are not developed countries. Look at this word. Develop. Develop. ED and ING. ING means growing. But developed countries means advanced countries. First world countries. Meanwhile, developing countries are third world countries like Sudan, Ethiopia, Uganda. You got it? Meanwhile, developed ED is advanced countries like USA is a developed country. France is a developed country. Italy is a developed country. Germany is a developed country. But Sudan is a developing country. That means developing countries are not developing countries. And then we got this word, nutrition. Look at this word. It's very important. Nutrition is a noun. Nutrition is the noun which means food. Nutrition means food. At the same time, look at this word. Mal is a prefix. Mal is a prefix. And as I told you many times that the prefix is the word that has a meaning and it always changes the meaning. Mal means bad. Nutrition means food. So malnutrition together means bad food. Means bad food. So developing countries suffer of malnutrition, of bad nutrition. Okay? Developing countries suffer from malnutrition. Meanwhile, developed countries do not suffer from malnutrition because they are rich countries. So developed ED is rich countries. Meanwhile, developing ING with the ING form means third world countries. So developing countries are not developed countries. So you study this vocabulary carefully: agriculture, agricultural, developed, development, developing, and developed, nutrition, malnutrition, and then you got to answer this question. Read the third paragraph and answer this question. We do have a quiz here. Look at this. Where, when we ask with where, that means the point is the place. We're looking for the place. Where do most of the increase of where most of the increase of the world population take place? This is a question. So, where do most of the increase of the world population take place? The question is where. That means we're looking for the place. So, the next step is to take out the key sentence. The key sentence is most of the increase of the world population will, will take place, and then you got to provide the place that this incident or this fact happened. Okay. So the key sentence: most of the increase of the world population will take place in, and then you give me the answer. I just need the answer. I don't need the key sentence. So this is the key sentence: most of the increase. You go to the third paragraph, and you do some kind of skimming. You have to do some kind of skimming. Skimming means what? Looking for this sentence, finding this sentence particularly. So please go and study first the vocabulary, and then try as far as possible to read the passage, the third paragraph carefully, and start it, and then answer this question. Thank you. We will go to the next one, graph number 4. Thank you.